Welcome to another edition, another Explosive Sessions daily podcast for Explosive Beatz TV with our resident host and reggae industry expert, Selector Mikey Biggs. And I know you've been busy. I know you've been busy over the weekend and stuff, and you even had a thing last night. But today's agenda, obviously, just quickly quote on. We've passed, even though we don't really timestamp these podcasts, right? There has been past the Queen's Jubilee, right? And was you surprised I didn't feature any reggae people on there?
I don't even know nothing about that, you know.
You don't follow the Queen's Jubilee. The whole weekend was dedicated to Queen Jubilee. You never watched none of it.
Yeah, I know this. I don't follow all that, you know.
No, it's all right. It's all right. If you're not into it, you're not into it. I caught snippets of it myself, but you know what I mean? It's only because I'm into music differently and I like to see what other genres are doing, and I wanted to see who they'd put on that stage come the big sort of concert what they would normally put for something like that. And I was just surprised, especially I wanted to ask you this because you're in the reggae industry, there was no reggae artist on that bill, considering
which,
you know what I mean?
Which to me is madness, because England is supposed to be a multicultural society. You get me? So we've got the West Indian, we have the African, them, we have the Asian, them.
And a major music genre like that left out. So you had rock, they had grime, they had stars.
It's mad. It's madness. They should have, you know.
Not even Sean Paul.
It's supposed to be a It's supposed to be a multicultural society. If they're gonna do something like that, they're supposed to involve everybody who live yassa. You get me? So I don't know, man. Sure.
But
that's a different conversation.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to touch on that quickly anyway. But this is our daily podcast, Explosive Beatz TV daily podcast, and it's all about the music releases what's come out. But we've kind of put one in the agenda for more vintage stuff, because I've noticed that you've been spinning on social media some revived vinyls, and it's not even like you're just playing them, they're getting comments, you know what I mean, and people are bringing up memories and stuff like that. So I wanted you selected some revival vinyls last week, right? You just explain to me why you selected what the artists were and why you selected those particular artists.
Well, I've been doing it for a while still. Like every now and again, I'd, get up in the morning before I go to work, and I'd record a vinyl and post it out there. But I think with the last couple of weeks, I'll tell you what it was. It was when Mighty Diamonds, the group Mighty Diamonds,
yeah,
right, and their lead singer got murdered.
Okay,
and that was a big loss.
That is a massive loss to the reggae music industry.
Massive loss, because they were still together. Like the Mighty Diamonds, you know what I'm saying? They were still together. Tabby, Bonnie, and George. The three of them were they were together from back them time there. You get me? Till now, they were still together. You get me? And Tabby got murdered, and then a couple of days later, Bonnie passed away. He had an illness, and he passed away like a couple of days later. So, two of the members of the great Mighty Diamonds passed away. So
that's a sad thing to know about a beloved group like Mighty Diamonds.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. So what I was doing was just paying like a tribute to Mighty Diamonds. The Mighty
What
Diamonds
track did you pick? What
I
track did you pick from Mighty Diamonds? Do you remember?
There was loads of them. Gates of Zion, Heads of Government, The Right Time. There was loads of them. There was at least about 10 of them over a period of a week. You get me? There was loads of them, man. You know what I'm saying? Just can't figure out Why there was loads, there was endless Mighty Diamonds.
What's one of your favorite Mighty Diamond tracks?
What are my favorite Mighty Diamonds?
What would you just draw if you was in a dance now? What would you draw for? And if you had to pick a Mighty Diamonds right now?
Well, all right, then let me say this. On Friday, me and my brother was playing at a place in West Bromwich, the Afro-Caribbean Centre. Big up to Esquire Soul, because, you know, them man that endorse us wicked, them endorse us proper. And it was us, Mr. Mention, Jenny P, Esquire, Nat Tardy from Toffees. And we was just there playing some tune in it. We was just playing Revive. That place is known as a vintage place. Can't really play no new tune in there like that, because the crowd what goes there, them just love the old school team. You get me? So me and my brother bought vinyls there, you get me? So we play some Mighty Diamonds tune in there, and the tune them go on good. You get me? Heads of Government we play, Brother Man, you know what I'm saying? Them tune there now are dear to me, because I remember when we was at school, them at 80s, Mighty Diamonds, and I remember when I was at school, them tunes were some big song. When we did there at school, you get me? So we played them tune there, and then we just went back like into the 70s, like when we were like, look you. My dad used to play when they used to keep party back in the day. You get me? Or when my father went to Jamaica back in 1975, and he come back with a trailer load of Mighty Diamonds to Right Time and all them songs then. You get me? So, yeah man, them tune that we did play. But as for favorite Mighty Diamonds, I haven't really got a favorite, bro. I don't have a favorite. You know, they've got enough tune that I like, man. Enough that me really, really, really love. But there is no particular favorite, to be fair.
Okay, so with this Revive thing, because you're known for playing cutting edge reggae dancehall, so you're focused. You're like me. You're focused on new music mostly. So for me to see you pushing out some Revive tracks on social media was a bit of a surprise for me.
Know, let me tell you something. Brethren. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, I'm cutting edge on radio. You get me? You know, when it comes to the latest thing, and I use the radio to promote new music, you get me? And big up the new artists them. That's what I'm known for. You get me? And play certain music that people don't really hear. Like, you know, your everyday new tune. I don't really do that. I do it, but I don't emphasize on that. I more emphasize on playing up and coming acts and, you know, the latest thing, and that's on radio. However, in dance, I don't know, it's to do, you know what? I think we've reached an age now where the youth them for do that now. You understand what I said to you? I think the youths them, what's coming up, that's there for that new, the new music what's coming out, not for the new dancer what's out or whatever. That's the youths them, man. Let the youths them do that, man. I'm kind of cutting out a lane for us. I'm kind of representing our age group now, big people. You understand what I'm saying to you? And that's why I'm dropping them revives and whatever, you get me. I'm kind of cutting out a lane for us. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of just doing what we used to do 25, 30 years ago. You understand what I'm saying to you? I don't know if you know.
Yeah, of course. Of course, you know what I mean? When you're playing the music of your generation, of your age group, the artists what are of your age group are releasing music, and you're playing that music because it's geared towards the age group. And I can understand that each generation has its own thing and stuff. So I do get that, right? And moving on, like obviously with your roundup of our daily podcast, you put down live music events. So the live music events, what's been happening on the live music industry in maybe Birmingham or the UK generally? You know what I mean? What's going on?
Let me tell you what's running that right now is festivals. I mean, there's a festival, I didn't go to the last one. I went to the one last year. They had a festival in London called City Splash.
City Splash.
Scene. So that was back in City Splash in London. They had that recently, like the last bank holiday. Was it the last bank holiday weekend? Yeah, the last bank holiday weekend. Not the one what we just had, the one before.
Okay.
Right. They had that one. I never went to that one. You get me? But that looked pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But the one in September, I went to the one in September. That was the first one they had. I went to that one, and that one was wicked. You get me? And that's what I'm seeing right now. Like,
so what? Who's on stage at who comes on stage at these music events, especially that one you just mentioned?
Well, the one what I went to last year, because I can talk about the one I went to last year. The one I went to last year, right? Leela Ike, Jesse Ryle, Twinkle Brothers. Who else was on that stage, man? Who else was on that stage? Oh, Beanie Man was on that stage as well. He was the headliner at that stage. And then at a tent, and it was a sound called Channel One.
Revival Channel 1. Revival Sound Channel 1.
Yeah, from back, that same sound
wow.
from way back in the day. Yo, them man they are going.
And them guys in like in their 80s.
Listen to me, man. You see when Channel 1 back, because Channel 1 are from London, innit? Yeah? So back in the day, you know, there was that, you know, the roots and culture sound and whatever, but they've evolved, man. And you want to hear that sound now, and the audience, what they've got a new audience. You know what I'm saying? The audience is vast. My bag of people are following.
Very diverse audience.
And they're playing like, yeah, very, very diverse audience, French. And they've just incorporated that old style into a new thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's where the thing's at. And that's kind of where, I'm not saying that I want to do exactly what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? But something like that, because what I've noticed with, like touching back on the vinyls, what I've been doing, right? What I've noticed with that, there's a lot of people that's newly exposed to that music, bro. So to us, we grew up on that, but there's a lot of people that don't really know about that music there.
So it's a whole new new music discovery for them.
It's 100%, bro. You get me? And, you know, that same festival, we see Channel 1, I did their thing, and it was wicked, proper wicked. And then further up the park, you had who were they now? Atlas Crew and them man that did them garage thing up, so that's still a go on. You understand what I'm saying? That's still a draw the audience for them and whatever. You get me? So yeah, my City Splash was pretty tight last year.
It was very reggae focused.
Yeah, the majority of it was, very, very reggae focused. The majority.
What did you think about Birmingham music festivals? Like we've got this Simmer Down, probably the only music festival allowed in Handsworth Park since they stopped the carnival, the Birmingham Carnival, right? But what's your feelings on this Simmer Down event that's been going on?
The Simmer Down event's good. The only thing about that I'm not too feeling is the acts what they got on stage. You get me? Yeah, they got a lot of, they don't get me wrong, you know, but now disrespect the acts what they've got on there. But I do feel if they did draw more of some big names on there on that fest, proper boss. I mean, the one what they got coming up, because they got one coming up this year in August. The one what they got coming up, they got Third World on the
okay, it's big.
That's gonna be big. So me now miss that, because Third World is one of my favorite all-time reggae bands. I grew up on their music. You get me? So I'm looking forward to that, man. Really looking forward to that, to see them. You get me?
Any other music festivals coming up over the summer that we should be looking forward to seeing? Is there anything in Jamaica as well?
Well, you know what? I haven't even Greece. There's enough things going on, but I've got to get all that together. We can talk about that in the next
podcast.
But what people should watch out for, I think, Simmer Down's going to be wicked. You see, people who rate third world. Underneath forgot to that, because that's gonna be bad. Third world, that's gonna be a really, really good festival to go to see them. You get me? So that's gonna be good. And then they got the 021, what you call it, festival, what's happening down at Aston Park.
Aston Park. Yeah, I heard something about some festival happening at Aston Park. I wasn't sure the detail, whether it's a general festival or is it like reggae orientated or what. You can tell me some.
Yeah, that's a reggae oriented
detail.
That's a reggae oriented thing. But I'll give you we can talk about that in more detail in the next one. But that's something that Birmingham should be looking forward to as well. But definitely simmer down and that one at Aston Park.